Starting off, let's talk about desktop computers. Desktop computers are meant to be kind of just general all-purpose computers that take up a little bit of space, but they're pretty easy to put next to a desk, on a desk, or someplace like that where you need some compute power. And you can get pretty powerful with desktop computers up to very high-end workstations that can do a lot of computing tasks. So they are really kind of like the workhorses of the computing world. They are designed to kind of maximize computing power and not care as much about space. They still try to maintain a little bit smaller of a form factor, but they do compute very well. So moving on to laptop computers. Basically, to make this transition, we need something that's portable. And to do that, we basically make laptop computers where you put the screen on the computer and the keyboard and mouse and everything is in the computer. You have a trackpad for your mouse and a chiclet keyboard for your keyboard. These computers are generally perfectly fine for your average user. Most people nowadays don't need a desktop computer. They can use a laptop computer. But when you do make that transition, trying to fit desktop components in a laptop generally doesn't work, so these components are going to be trimmed down and made slightly different, and they will not perform as well. You can get pretty darn close to desktop performance, but the higher you go in performance, the harder it is to fit it in there, so you're going to incur more cost. Desktops are generally the cheapest way to have high computing performance. Laptops are designed to be more portable, and that's what you pay for with them. They are very portable. You can put them in a bag much like you would a book, and you can take them with you. Now, we're going to need something even smaller because people don't want to have to carry a bag with them. So basically, the next step in our computing process is going to be cell phones. With the invention of smartphones, people can now carry a computer that can handle most of their daily computing tasks just right in their pocket and not have to carry a bag at all. So smartphones and tablets, I'm going to kind of group them into the same category, are our next level. Smartphones have a touchscreen so that you don't need a keyboard and mouse to interface with them. You just use the touchscreen. They have special operating systems that are made for you to just use a touchscreen with. And they are very, very small computers, usually using an ARM processor or another type of mobile processor, and very limited internals at all. Usually very small amounts of RAM and just not that much internal storage, but very good for on-the-go computing when you just need to send a message or do something like that. Now, let's go in the other direction. Through this video, we have gone smaller. We need to go bigger. And by bigger, I mean to where computing started from before we got to desktops, at data centers and servers, mainframes, giant computers, because these are still viable today. Desktops can't replace all of our computing needs. When it comes to AI, we need a lot of GPU acceleration, so we need a lot of GPUs. We also need a lot of CPUs for render farms and things like that. Also maybe a lot of storage in a data center. Now to fit all of this computing power, digital storage, and all of this, we need giant cabinets with computers in them. So really that type of computing hasn't gone away. There are still computers the size of rooms because we still need computers that can do that. Now a lot of the laptop aspects of computers are worked into data centers. They generally try and compact as much compute power as they can in as small of a space, much like people would do with a laptop. So engineers, whenever they work on a data center, kind of take the same mentality to a laptop, except they're just filling a cabinet with hardware. And it's generally not as compact as laptops, because laptops do have cooling issues, but they try and get the best cooling possible with loads of fans, just running full speed. They don't care about sound like you would in a desktop, because this is just going to be locked in a closet, and it's just going to be ripping through data, storing data, doing something like that. So that is the ultra high end to the computing world. Now, let's go ahead and recap real quick. We started with desktop computers because that's kind of what most people are familiar with, and it's the easiest point to work from. So desktop computers are designed for your general purpose to high performance computing, moving down to laptops to give yourself a little bit of portability while still maintaining a lot of compute performance. And then smartphones allow us to take our computers with us literally anywhere and have a good computing experience using a touchscreen without needing a keyboard and mouse like a normal computer would need. And then we went in the other direction to servers and data centers, where we have tons of computing horsepower crammed into a large space just because we need to go crazy and we need to process things really fast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little discussion about the different form factors of computing, and hopefully you found it interesting. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on the video. If you like the content on this channel in general, go ahead and subscribe. And if you have comments on future content that I can make, leave that in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next video.